Yeah, we'll be tackling zombie cells at 7 for our advanced topic. And then at 8, quick overview of the wellness company products. I had said earlier, folks were very excited about the walking challenge. I know that I am. And we start that Monday. We've had a couple of orientations. Reach out to Lisa Shaboleth if you've not gotten what you need. She'll be happy to get it to you. But the topic has been talked about, emailed, etc. How to connect on Fitbit, how to get it to sync, various things that we don't cover a lot that we'll cover. Walking is tremendous for fat loss. Really, in my estimation, doesn't get any better than walking if you're already in a calorie deficit and controlling insulin. You can get your target heart rate to the proper zone. You probably do without even knowing what that is, because that's what brisk walking will do. It'll get your heart rate into that target heart rate zone. That's the best zone for efficient fat burning. You go over that, under that, you can get in an anaerobic state, which means you're not maximizing fat loss. So walking does that better than anything else, I think, and you can do it for long periods of time. It's just about putting one foot in front of the other one, and you can multitask, which most of us these days has to do. So love walking. It's been a while since I've done it consistently, so I'm excited to get back to it. There will be the opportunity to do some Fitbit challenges together, to hold each other accountable, those kind of things. If you don't have Fitbit, I'm not up to speed on Apple as far as how they do things, and it doesn't sync with our website at this time. Fitbit does sync with our website. If you set that feature up, it will automatically put your steps and miles in your journal for you instead of you having to do that manually. And we can be friends on Fitbit even if you're not doing the challenge next week. But this is a good way to connect with people. What we're seeing in the group, if you're paying attention, you're seeing better weight loss results as engagement with one another goes higher. So a couple of weeks ago, I said, let's just get folks to posting the meal photos. Now we're focused on walking together. When you engage with one another, you'll find a lot of power in that. So much of eating right, eating healthfully, I think, is just awareness. And when you're traveling with a tribe, because you're outside of here, you're probably not traveling with a tribe of people with the very same goal who get what you're trying to do. So engaging with a group of like-minded people, even if it's for a few minutes a day, it can just help with the awareness. And awareness is critical. Otherwise, we just kind of willy-nilly it, we mindlessly eat. So I'll get to it. Those of you that want to, if you have a Fitbit device, by the way, mine's charging. I use a low profile one. I think they call this one the Inspire. They used to have a smaller one that I liked even better, but this is the least expensive one that I know of. It's a good one. All of them are good. I like the low profile ones because I like to cheat a little bit. I like to get my steps. It's not really cheating, but when I'm on a stationary bike or riding my bicycle in the summer, I like to get my steps counted. So you don't get as many, but you still get some credit. So I'll put a low profile Fitbit through my shoelace or in my sock or something like that. Do be warned. They are water resistant, but I must sweat a lot. I've ruined a couple putting them in my sock. I prefer to put it through my shoelace and keep it secure through several layers of shoelace so that it's not flopping too much. I've had problems with that too. But Fitbit, got me a little Fitbit device here. Keep in mind, there's often confusion with folks thinking that the Fitbit device connects directly with our website after it's set up. and it is not. The Fitbit device speaks to the Fitbit app. The Fitbit app is what syncs to our website. It's like once every 24 hours. So don't be afraid if your data hasn't populated today. It usually to keep our website moving fast, it will populate about once a day into the right section. So again, the Fitbit device has to sync. So if you're not keeping the Fitbit, which stays up to date, synced with your Fitbit app, then you're not going to get accurate data put in our website. There's no way to connect this device to our website. The app is connected to our website. That's often confusing to folks. They think it's not synced, but it is. It's just you got to make sure that whatever's on here is showing up in your app. So, for example, on your Fitbit device, if it says 12,000 steps, but the last time you synced, it says 5,000. Tomorrow, you're going to see 5,000 steps when it populates, and you're going to be frustrated. So just make sure you keep those things synced. As far as friends, okay, now the way the app looks, they change it all the time, but you'll see on the home page of the app, and maybe you even have to go to your profile, but anyway, you've got Travis Martin, and you see the friends down there. So I'm clicking the friends, and then up here at the top, you see that little add a person. That's where we're adding a person. Then you can do it by your contact list and send an invite. You can do it by email, or you can do it by username. I have had better success if they'll just give me their username, but it says email works too. So do we have anybody that wants to try that real quick? You're going to be friends if we're not already? And I'll show you how simple it is. Now watch Murphy's Law be in order. Murphy's Law is not a bad thing, by the way. It actually says what can happen will happen. So it could be positive. Hey, Patricia. Anybody where we're not friends, you want to be friends, I need your email or username. If you're just coming in, don't forget 7 o'clock, we're doing an advanced topic. We're doing zombie sales at 7. And then at 8 o'clock, we're doing the wellness company. Can you use your iPhone watch? You can, but we don't sync with it. We don't have the API for that to sync it with that device. And if we have time, I'll show you with your Apple Watch how to participate properly in our challenge, but it won't sync. So we're going to try Amy. So is this your Fitbit? Is this how you set up Fitbit? So we'll try that first. So then it says, give me that email address. So I'm putting in Amy's name. And it says invite by email. So if I typed in everything right, you can see if you got an email from me. And if you did, all you have to do is accept that invite. And Beth, you can do that too. If you give me your email address or your Fitbit username, I can try to get you set up. If you're looking for mine, it's TravisJack777@gmail.com. And then Shanice is giving me I think that's her username. So Shanice G, I'm trying, if you don't get it, it's because, yeah, it says error. No one found with that one, Shanice. So we'll try Melody. I was afraid of that. Melody Young. And if somebody sends you an invite, I think it usually goes to your email, and then that's where you can make that happen. Melody Young 40 at gmail.com. So we're trying Melody. It says that one went through. Amy got it. Good. So it's working. Now Shanice's going to try again. Going to friends. Email JS. Looks like that one went through. So, Amy, it can be any Fitbit. You have to have their app. This is recorded. If you missed the beginning of it, there's some key information. So do watch the beginning of it. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the Fitbit. All the Fitbits sync with the same Fitbit app. I use Inspire. It doesn't matter which one, whichever one you like. I'm going to do a couple of more, and then I'm going to leave y'all mine. So when we're off camera, you can shoot me over a request before Monday. So we'll do a couple more to make sure we're good here. It's working. So we got Shirley. Sent that one, and we're going to do one more. We're going to do Beth. That's Angel. Angel Lane 913 at Yahoo. All right, so that's working fine. So now we're going to put my email, and I will look for any Fitbit request and accept so that we're ready to go next week. And we can do this when we're done with the challenge too. It was a lot of fun a couple of years ago, but there will be challenges that we can do. So you want to tune into your app every day and look for any challenge requests that you might want to do so we can earn badges together. There's all kind of fun ones. So you will see that you have a friends list in there. So as you can see, I've got all of my friends there, okay? So I can challenge any of my friends to various goals or daily challenges. If you ever get a challenge request, do it. It doesn't matter if you lose. It doesn't matter if you drop out. But do that, because that engagement, that connection, you're just going to get better results. The more things that you engage in as it relates to weight loss and wellness, the more awareness you're going to have. And even if you do nothing this week, then the next week, you might go, you know, I'm going to try that this week. You never know when it's all going to start clicking for you. But anyway, that's it. Very simple, nothing to it. Yep. Right, Kim, you'll walk more. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. A lot of fun. I'm going to go to the website now, our website, and show you the exercise section. Okay, we go to our journal. I'm in the new journal. When I say new, it's several years old. There's an old style that we kept for those that loved that back in 2012, 13, etc. But anyway, this is the better one. So I'm going into my challenges and exercise, and you can see that my Fitbit, I didn't use it today. I just put it back on my wrist a few minutes ago. It keeps up day by day automatically if it's synced what your steps are. If you don't have a Fitbit or you have an Apple Watch or some other tracker while you're participating in the challenge, all you have to do is go into challenge, and where it says miles walked today, if you know the miles, you can put that in. If you know the steps, you can put that in here. every mile, it could be, depending on your stride length, it could be a little more or a little less, but it's not going to be much different. For every mile you walk, if you want to translate that to steps, like let's say that you don't have any tracker, but you marked off a mile and you walked a mile, you would count that as 2,000 steps. If you don't have a Fitbit device and you want to track your miles, like I know from my mailbox to the gate in the fence down the road, back up to the house up on the hill, and back to my house, I know that's 1 mile. That would be 2,000 steps. That's how I would count that. Any questions about any of that so far? Shanice, pull your app up, sis. So right here, here's your app, right? So let's do this again. So you go right here, right there. Here's the I hit my profile on my app. See that? Then there's a little button that says friends. And then once you do friends, you'll see that little plus up there, right there. And then that's where we do it. So we click that, and then you'll see it says contacts, email, username. So you can send an invite to anybody that has a Fitbit app, Fitbit device, if they will provide you their email or username. So when you're wanting to be friends with somebody, just ask them, just ask, hey, do you want to be friends? If you've got them in your contact list, you can just send it from your contact list. For example, Patricia, she knew, so that's fine.
Hi, prescription for Tammy Cornett. The first name was
Patricia's stride length is shorter than mine, so she has to take 2,500 steps to get a mile. So her knowing that, then she can go with that. Yeah, there's going to be a private group in your class notes. So when you get all of the class notes for Tiger Steps, you will see that group and you can join that group. So that's our walking group. Any other questions? Hey, Patricia. So do I need to send friend requests to everyone? Just the people you want. It looks to me they've changed it, Patricia, where I have, and maybe the thing for you to do if you're looking for friends, you and I are friends, right? On Fitbit. Okay. So if we're looking for friends, what I can do to help us is post in the group and say, hey, if you'd like to have more Fitbit friends, please provide your username or a private message the person, whatever. But we can just ask who wants to have friends. So it's really difficult if you're like me and a little shy outside of the group, but we can post in the group, hey, are there people, I'll word it right, are there people here that would like some Facebook friends? We will need your username or your email address. People aren't going to want to give their email address, so I guess username is, I thought username was the email address, so that might not work. Anybody has suggestions on how some of us who want more friends with Fitbit can get them, I'm open. Maybe a little meeting like this, you can say me, let Patricia know, let me know, and we can exchange information here so that it's not out there publicly. Yeah, and it looks like you have to have, in order to invite, the way to do that is for you to provide yours, I think, to say, hey, I would like more friends. Invite me to be your friend on Fitbit. We can challenge each other, inspire each other. Here's my username. And people that know how to use the app, that's usually when I get requests to be friends. And here we go right now, Patricia, we've got Amy would love to be your friend. Gina would love to be your friend. I love that. That's awesome. So keep each other inspired. In the past, when we had strong walking groups, Fitbit challenges, all these things going on, the results were astronomically better than they are now with weight loss. So we want to get all that engagement back going. All right, we got a couple of friends now, Jennifer and Amy. Outstanding. So if you don't have a Fitbit, is everybody clear on how to log your steps and miles? Charlene wants to be a friend. If you'll just give somebody your username or email, Charlene. You can also message them privately here. Patricia's a good walking partner to have. She'll kick your butt though. Patricia's so bad, she's so vicious that you can think you've got her whipped. It can be 8 p.m. and you got her by 4,000 steps. And then you wake up the next day and sister done been walking all night. Crazy woman. She beat me so many times when I thought I had her smoked. She's like the female version of Rocky. Anybody else, any other questions? Okay, so in the journal, there's also been a lot of questions about logging exercise. Here, you've got the ability to generate exercise homework that you can do if you don't know what to do, how to go about a day's worth of exercise. You can generate exercise homework. You can log an exercise. You can add your own exercises. And then you can log your own exercises. Like we have a library of exercises, but let's say that there's something that you want to do that's not in there. You can add it to your own exercise with whatever name that is familiar to you, that you want to use. Then you can log those repetitions and the system keeps up with that for you. Now, one of the things that goes overlooked that is a ton of fun and it's challenging is daily exercise challenge badges. How many of you are not familiar with that or didn't even know that was a thing? That's a lot of fun. I can't even talk good. It's been such a day. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering all over the place. This is a lot of fun. If you want to participate, it's crazy to me that we have tens of thousands of people on the website. But if I click this check exercise challenge and save it, that I want to do it today, there's only one other person doing it. Tens of thousands of people in the website, thousands log in each day, and there's only one person doing the exercise challenge. It's a lot of fun, okay? You can compete with other people. So your qualifications for the badge are this. If you check that you're going to do the exercise challenge today, and then you don't do it, you get a Sugar Britches badge. Sugar Britches. That comes from Officer and the Gentleman, by the way. Then you've got the Soldier badge. To get the Soldier badge, you must have some type of perfect day, only 3 miles of total walking, and you must complete and log at least 100 exercise repetitions, and then you earn your Soldier badge. If you can see the backroom data, it's the same thing. The more of these badges that have been earned, the more weight loss you see, drastically more weight loss. It's crazy. The people that have earned the most badges, including exercise badges, their weight loss is astronomically higher, statistically speaking, than those that don't do the exercise badges. So Soldier, then Spartan. That's a tough one to get. 7 miles of walking throughout the day. It sounds like a lot, but you basically get 2 to 3 miles if you're moving around all day. So it isn't that bad. It just sounds like a lot. But Spartan badge, 7 miles of walking, and you must complete 200 exercise repetitions and have a perfect day. There's been very, very few Savage badges ever awarded, because you have to get a perfect day, 10 miles of walking, and 300 exercise repetitions. Now that's when you're talking full body transformation. So lots of fun. If you don't do what you agree to do after checking that box on that day, then you get the Sugar Britches badge. Does that make sense now, Shirley? So all I've got to do is make sure that I'm logging my perfect day, truthfully and honestly. Then I've got to log my exercises. So watch this, Shirley. See where it says Maverick? This is a dummy account. It's got Maverick Sugar Britches. Do you see that, everybody? I'm a Sugar Britches because I checked the box off and I haven't done what I'm supposed to do. So let's pretend I did. This is yes, Shanice, this is an individual thing. So let's say that I walk my 7 miles. And then I'm going to log my exercise. Let's say that I'm doing dumbbell curls and I did 100 and I used 20 pounds and I save that. It shows that I did it. Do you see that? It shows that I did that. I did that. For some reason, my steps went out of there. Hold on. That's weird. May have found another glitch. No, it just didn't do it for some reason. Hang tight. Let me see what happened with that. That's good. I don't know what happened to that. So anyway, 7 miles. I logged my 100 repetitions. Let me make sure that I've got my perfect day. I had a perfect day, so I'm saving that, Shirley. Now when I go over here, that was, by the way, that was just seconds of work. I got my soldier badge because I only got 100 exercise reps. What happens if I do some more exercise though? Let me add some more. Let's say that I did bench press and I did 100 reps of that, 135 pounds. Save it. Let's see what happens now. Oh, do you see that? Now I earn my Spartan badge. And once the day is complete, the system will award me the Spartan badge. Does that make sense, everybody? It's real simple. It's easy. Might look a little daunting, but it's not. You just have to remember to save. That's pretty much it. I love those challenges. I need to work on that section more, make it look prettier, maybe more people would do it, but it's functional and it gives you a way to plan and to set goals. Hope that helps, Shirley. We'd love to have you involved in that. Be a lot of fun for all of us to do. The more badges we earn, the more fun it is. Everybody satisfied? Any questions, comments? Yeah, I need to do another class on triangles. That's a fun exercise, Gina. A fun daily regimen. I'm happy to get back to it myself. Been a while. It'll make me feel better. Exercise is one of those positive addictions. You get that good endorphin release, that good dopamine hit. I don't see where the exercise challenge is located, so I'll go back for you. So we go back into the website. You're going into your journal. We go to our journal. And then if you're using the new journal, look here, it says view, new, and old. I'm on the new. So I go challenges and exercise section, and that's where I just did all of that work. Now, during my day when I was doing this part, I do it much like I do food. I got my little notepad. I'm in the gym. I'm writing down my stuff. Before I go to bed, I log everything. I log my foods. I log everything I took a picture of, everything I recorded. This is like, you say, that's a lot of work. Well, wellness is a lot of work. It is. It takes you 5 minutes before you go to bed, plug this stuff in. Now you've got a record of it. You also get a dopamine hit. Look, studies show, not making this up, studies show again and again that you can go, if y'all will think about this, you'll feel what I'm saying. You can be living willy-nilly and you can go, I think I'm going to go cut the grass right now. Are y'all listening to me? Are y'all listening to the old man? You can say, you know, I'm going to go cut the grass right now. You can go cut the grass. You actually get a little dopamine hit from that because you accomplished something. But watch, that goes up by a factor of 3 to 10 if you planned on cutting the grass today, you wrote it on a task list, and then you look at your task list, you go cut the grass because it was on your task list for today. You get done cutting the grass and you come back and you check it off. What about that? I'm not kidding. Go check out some of Alex Huberman's stuff. Right now, he's in a scandal, but he's a genius, studies this stuff. And the amount of dopamine feel-good release that you get from having a task list and checking it off after you complete it is insane. You wouldn't need antidepressants probably. So just something to consider. Have a plan. So when I get done at the end of the day, plugging in to my control center and putting in what I accomplished throughout the day that I intended on accomplishing, it's a big deal. You'll feel better. Shirley, you wanted to know how to do cardio fit. Okay, so here's how we do that. Let's go ahead and take care of you. Are you here? Are you here? Here's what we do for cardio fit. So I go to log my exercise. You'll have to add cardio fit. Add it. Here's where you add it. My exercises. And you can add a new exercise. So Shirley's cardio fit. And I add that. Now it's in there. Did y'all know all this cool stuff was here? Make me feel good. Just lie to me and say, we didn't know. We're so happy. I'm the only person that puts things in a website that nobody wants. But about 1 out of 10 times, I come up with something good. All right. So you add that. You add that. Okay. So Shirley's added it. Now she does cardio fit. But the problem with cardio fit, I'm betting, is that it's a timed thing. Is that right, Shirley? Like you might do it for 30 minutes or something, and you're moving fast. You can't stop and record because it's cardio driven. Is that about right? Am I guessing right? I don't know, but I'm guessing by the name. Hope I'm right. Okay, so if I'm right, I just do so many reps. Gotcha. Here's the way to do that. Agree with yourself, but never change. Never change. Since you're not doing any heavy weights, I know you're getting a lot of repetitions, a lot of pumps, but from the standpoint of strength training, takes a lot of those quick pumps with light weight to equal one solid rep. So what I do, you might agree with yourself on a higher rep range, if I'm doing something where I lose count, like sometimes I will do heavy bag hitting, like I'll work out with a heavy bag, and you lose track of all those punches, right? So what I do is I use time from that standpoint. So if I work out 30 minutes, pretty solid, I count that as 150 repetitions. If I work out for an hour solid, I put 300 repetitions. I'm a little hard on myself. You might want to double that and then just be consistent, because you'll see you can look at a graph. So when I go to the graph, there's not a lot of data in this account, but I go to progress, and you can see here, I can see my weight chart, my motivation chart, my walking chart, my water chart, my step chart. You've got other charts here too. You can check your weight chart, your chest. I ain't been putting that in there much apparently in this account, but wow challenges, group challenges, how many you've achieved. You got all this cool stuff in here. Okay. You're watching trends is what we're doing. Yeah, pushing, pulling. So if you worked out 30 minutes, I would give myself 150 repetitions. You might want to give yourself 300, because I'm sure you got 300 reps. I just like to be a little tougher on myself. Anybody else? Yeah, another reason I'm doing everything I can to keep the website funded, not just the features that are used, but all of it, because it's always been about a journey for me. And again, recipes, food library, all that's secure right now. We've got that secure, but it's all the other stuff I'm trying to salvage, because it's just going to keep improving. Any other questions? If not, I'm going to go get ready for zombie sales. Hey, Pinky.
I don't have any questions, but I want to say thank you, because I had no idea. This website is so vast. Thank you so much for going over that. So those of us who really care can get in there and make use of it.
Yeah, thank you so much. And probably what I want to do soon is get a little advisory panel that's willing to use those features, spend time with those features, and think through how to improve the user experience, because it's basically the scaffolding. Now we need help from the user, Sergey and I do. How do we make this? We've got all the work done. Now, how do we make it more user-friendly and fun? Some ideas wouldn't cost a lot of money to do, and that's the ones we would implement. And because he and I are thinking about the scaffolding, the big picture, but to have people in it every day using it, going, hey, this would be a lot more efficient if we did this. And the usability of it will go up. Thank you, Cheryl. Patricia, Justin Augustine, daily 15, 20 minutes different routine, how to log. Is that what it's called, Patricia? Justin Augustine? Augustine, is it a strength training, cardio? If I'm reading you right, what I would do is come in here, because it's about the trend and it being personal to you. So I would go to challenges and exercises and add an exercise. It's different workout daily. So I'm adding this here, and I put A. I'm going to put your name so I know later what that was for. So I got Augustine's is some sort of daily different workout that you're provided. Then I'm adding that. Now that's in there. So when I go back to the journal, and my exercise section, I'm gonna log my exercise. I pull up exercise, Augustin's. You'll have to kind of do your own deductive reasoning and logic. How hard are you working? The way I do anything that I can't count. Like when I'm doing curls, I can count them. But if I'm punching a bag, I'm gonna lose track. So I count those things by time. I'll leave it up to you. It may be slow enough you can count your reps and jot them down. I don't know. It's not. So what I would do is I would count 30 minutes, 150 repetitions, and 1 hour, 300 repetitions. That's what I do with anything I lose track of. So if I got 45 minutes in, then I'm putting 150. So I'm just splitting the difference somewhere between 150 and 300 reps if I did 45 minutes instead of an hour. I'm just doing that deductive reasoning because I like to see my trends over time, how it relates, because then you can put all the graphs together and you can see the more engagement I had with the website, the more my weight dropped. You'll be able to see that in one graph. It's kind of fun. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get ready for this partner session. We sent that link out. We'll be talking about zombie sales. And then at 8 o'clock, we'll talk the wellness company. Appreciate y'all. See you in a few.